You know that feeling when you're using a chatbot and it feels like you're just talking to a wall? Well, get ready, because that wall is about to get up and start doing your work for you. In this explainer, we're going to break down the incredible journey of AI, from those simple responders to the autonomous agents that are literally changing everything.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? It perfectly captures this massive shift we're all living through. We've gone way beyond an AI that just talks. We are now, right now, in an era where AI acts. It's a fundamental change, moving from simple conversation to real-world capability, and it's all happening as we speak.
So, how in the world did we get here? How did AI kind of grow up and get this incredible new ability to act on its own? Well, let's trace that evolutionary journey from its pretty humble beginnings to its incredibly powerful present. All right, here's our roadmap for this whole thing. We're going to start with those super rigid, rule-based bots from the early days. Then we'll move through the smarter NLP bots, and then, boom, we hit the massive explosion of the LLM revolution. We'll also touch on a really key stepping stone, these things called RAG systems that helped bridge the gap, before we land squarely in today's agentic era. It's a really fast and fascinating evolution. Okay, let's rewind the clock a bit. Our journey begins with the simple and, let's be honest, often frustrating chatbots that many of us first ran into online. This was really the infancy of conversational AI. So the very first bots were basically just interactive flowcharts. They ran on super simple if this, then that logic. There wasn't any real intelligence there, no learning, just a pre-written script that they'd follow based on whatever keywords you typed. And that's exactly why they felt so clunky, right? They had zero adaptability. They couldn't remember what you said 2 sentences ago, and they definitely did not understand you. If your question wasn't on their list of approved questions, well, you were just out of luck. Then things got a little smarter. This was a crucial evolution. Bots started using something called natural language processing. And what this meant was they could finally understand the goal or the intent behind your words, like, I want to book a ticket, and then pull out key details or entities like your destination. Now, this was a huge improvement, for sure, but it still wasn't true intelligence. These systems couldn't really reason on their own or be creative, and they were still super reliant on humans designing all these complex rules behind the scenes. So it was a step forward, yeah, but a pretty limited one. And then everything changed. I mean, the arrival of large language models like GPT-3 and GPT-4 wasn't just another step forward, it was a quantum leap. It completely redefined what we thought AI could even do. All of a sudden, AI could hold these natural, totally fluid conversations. It could reason about things on the fly, generate incredible content from scratch, write code, translate languages. This was the breakthrough that felt like science fiction was finally becoming reality. But, and this is the crucial point, for all their brilliance, LLMs were basically these super powerful assistants trapped inside a chat box. Now this is where technologies like RAG, that's Retrieval Augmented Generation, came into play. They kind of cracked the box open a little bit by connecting the LLM's brain to external, up-to-date information. It made them way more factual, but they still couldn't act. They couldn't use tools, they couldn't execute a plan, they couldn't interact with the real world. And that exact limitation is what brings us to today. The current, and by far the most exciting phase, is all about breaking AI out of that box. This is the moment it starts getting things done for us. So, welcome to the agentic era. So, what exactly is an AI agent? Well, think of it as an autonomous system. You give it a complex goal, and it, on its own, creates a plan, picks out the digital tools it needs, like APIs or a code interpreter, and then it just gets to work, even correcting its own mistakes as it goes. You know, the absolute best way to think about this is pretty simple. LLMs gave AI a powerful brain. Agentic frameworks are now giving that brain hands to interact with the world and a memory to learn from its actions. It's finally the whole package. So let's look at how it works. When you give an agent a request, first, it breaks it down into a logical step-by-step plan. Then, for each of those steps, it figures out the right tool for the job. Next, it actually executes the task, a lot of times by writing and running its own code. And finally, and this is so important, it reflects on the result, learning from it, and even self-correcting if something goes wrong. And look, if you remember just one thing from this whole explainer, please make it this. This is the single biggest difference. A chatbot or an LLM assistant can give you instructions. An AI agent takes those instructions and actually does the work for you.
This comparison table really sums up our entire journey. You can see the progression so clearly. But what I want you to do is focus on that bottom half, using tools, acting autonomously, and doing real work. That is where Agentic AI creates a whole new category. It's not just an improvement, it is a total transformation.
And this isn't just theory, okay? Agents are being put to work right now across major industries. In finance, they're analyzing portfolios. In healthcare, they're automating patient workflows. In the legal world, they're reviewing contracts. For software developers, they're debugging and deploying code. And in HR, they're screening candidates. The AI has officially left the chat box and has entered the workplace. I mean, this is already incredible, but it's really just the beginning. So, as we wrap this up, let's take a quick peek over the horizon and see where this powerful trend is headed next. The next evolution is pushing towards what people are calling cognitive AI. Just imagine agents that learn and get better entirely on their own. Imagine teams of multiple AIs all collaborating on a complex project. We are talking about digital employees with actual job roles, working right alongside us, not as tools, but as true teammates.
This right here is the ultimate takeaway. For years, the big focus was on making AI a better conversationalist. Now, that focus has shifted completely to making AI a more capable actor. The goal isn't just to talk anymore, it's to do.
Which, leaves us with this final, really provocative thought. As these agents become more capable, more autonomous, and more integrated into how we work, we really have to ask ourselves, who or maybe what is our next coworker going to be?